Alrighty, welcome to round number 2 of the U.S. IndyCar League and quick 180 here at Auto Club Speedway for round number 2 here tonight, qualifying. Getting ready to get underway. Auto Club California, man, it should be a fun one tonight. Wide open, wide racetrack. These cars are going to be up on the rev limiter all the way around this thing. Should be a lot of fun. We got cars rolling out on track right now. See Richard Colby there in that 24, getting up to speed. The 24 rolling out on the racetrack. James Kennedy coming out of pit road as we speak. Dan back here in the 52 getting ready to roll out. David on the racetrack in the Mobile 1 machine at 48 coming up to speed. Ooh, he's going to go around. Put the apron there a little bit. Got in the outside wall. You'll have to reset that race car. We'll take a look at a couple more getting ready to go. That's the 25 coming out here as well, getting ready to go also. It'll be fun here tonight. One car already spinning around and qualifying here. Nobody putting a time down as of yet. 24 machine on the racetrack. Let's hop on board as he comes down into 3 and 4. You see wide open 5th gear. He'll lift a little bit there to get that car underneath of him. Let's see what kind of lap time he'll get in lap number 1, and feeling his warm-up lap here. Nope, there it is, 33.35 before Howard Livingston popped over the board. 33.0, good lap there for Howard Livingston in his qualifying effort as he rolls down the back straightaway right now. In that number 13 machine, putting at the top of the board. Craig there's second in the 131 as well. So Craig P2 on the board as we run right now. David back here getting ready to go again in the 48, getting ready for his second attempt. We'll take a look at last week's winner, Graham here coming off of pit road. Picked up the win in race number 1 of the year last Sunday. Now back here at Auto Club. Round number 2, trying to do the same thing, trying to get 2 in a row here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. Again, this is season 9 for the U.S. IndyCar League, and you see it right here. Graham working the top side of the racetrack, coming up to speed right now, and off of turn 4 he goes. That's the start-finish line. Let's see how his turn 1 looks. Let's hop on board. We've seen one guy already have to lift. Let's see how he does here in turn 1. And pretty wide open there first corner. He was awful high on the racetrack, but was able to keep it wide open. Let's check 3 and 4 and see if he's able to do the same thing here. Again, wide open right around the top seam of the racetrack. Coming out it down toward the start-finish line. Good run up there, I gotta say. He'll cross the start-finish line off into turn 1. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Now let's just get up to speed lap. Now he's going to be right around the bottom here, trying lap number 2 to see if he can do it a bit better. This time at the inside, trying to pick up the lap time just a little bit. First lap with a 33.443. You got about 50 seconds left here in qualifying to get it done here. Out of turn number 4, he'll duck down below the white line across the start-finish. And let's see what Graham can do here. Ooh, he's going to jump to P4 with a 33 flat. Good job for him. The 33 flat, but it's not going to be enough. Ryan up there, 32.965. Looks to be the fastest time of the morning. So Ryan looks to start this car on pole here tonight. Here from Auto Club Speedway, we'll get ready for our starting order. Here in about 5 seconds, we'll close qualifying out. And let's take a look at your starting order here tonight. Qualifying going to come to close. We'll get them gridded up here. Take a look at your qualifying order. Row number 1, Ryan grabs the pole. AJ Burton outside. Row 2 here tonight is going to be David alongside Graham. Row number 3, Todd and Howard Livingston. Row number 4, Dan alongside Jeff Murray. We're number 5, Craig and J-Lo right there on that 5th row. We're number 6, James Kennedy and Mr. Bernhardt. We're number 7, David Strand and Richard Kolba. There is well in 7th. Row 8, Timothy Huffner and Igno Mardones right there, 16th. Mike West, David Worrell. And that will round out your field. Let's take a look at Auto Club Speedway and the track facts for tonight. It's going to be a 2-mile racetrack, 190 laps, 78 degrees. Track temp, air temp 77, 2 mile an hour out of the north as we get ready to go for 180 miles here tonight. Field going to line up behind the iRacing pace truck. One fast repair here tonight. We just come off an update here to the IndyCar. It's handled a little bit different. These guys are going to have to get used to it here this evening. New damage model and such. You get that outside wall and you can pay for it in a hurry. You see the 15 and 25 front row getting ready to roll behind the iRacing pace truck. And again, folks, we're looking at right about an hour's worth of racing if this thing does go green between the 25 and 15 up front. Everyone getting ready to go here tonight. 90 laps here from Auto Club Speedway to start this one. 90 laps scheduled. Here we go. Field rolling off behind the iRacing pace truck to get this one underway here on Extreme Sim TV. Alrighty, folks, getting ready to go here down the back straightaway. Lights off on the iRacing pace truck. The official iRacing pace truck getting ready to bring them to green. Everybody coming down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 this time by to get this one underway. 180 miles here tonight for round number 2. Field coming through here, getting ready to go. You see as we look through the field here. And we'll head to the start finish line here as they come out of turn number 4 here. The field should be coming your way in just a moment. Out of turn 4, you see the lights on the iRacing pace truck are off. Field coming down. Green flag, getting ready to go in the air to get this one underway. And there we go, green in the air. We are underway at California. Everyone up to speed here already, coming past the start finish line into turn number 1 here. And out front, Ryan and AJ leads the way. AJ's falling into second. Last week's winner, Graham, they're in third already. 4th right now, David. 5th down the back straightaway, that's Todd. Spreading out behind them there, that's Dan back here in 7th. J-Lo 8th. Craig setting 9th. That's the way they run right now, coming to the end of lap number 1. End of lap 1 here already. Looks like one car up the racetrack. That's Craig getting a little high there. Gonna let some cars go. AJ's hanging on to P2 right now. Again, lap number 2 on the board this time by. On board here as he's trying to run down Ryan. Ryan out there in front of him. Can't do nothing with him. You see the field behind him down the back straightaway. Single file here right now at Auto Club. And these cars up to speed. Ryan continuing to lead. David back here as well. Go back here around David in that 5th spot. Jeff Murray in 6th. Continuing to run right now past the start finish line. That's going to be Jeff Murray. J-Lo right there behind him as well. Single file. 3 of 90 in the books already tonight, folks. Expect this one to go by in a hurry. Single file. That's the way they run right now. Down the back straightaway. Car's going to jump out of line. That's going to be J-Lo jumping to the bottom. J-Lo to the inside. Good job. He'll hop on the inside. Makes the pass. Move him to 6th. Jeff back to 7th. James Kennedy 8th. That's the way they run right now behind James. You're going to have Dan sitting there with David side by side right in front of him. And continuing to be side by side, everybody back single file off into turn 1 here at Auto Club Speedway. Meanwhile, checking on your race leader, Ryan, leading the way. He's got a 1.0 second lead over the rest of the field right now, starting to already get strung out around Auto Club Speedway at the moment. See Craig right back here trying to stay in touch here with Bernhardt in front of him. And again, the way these cars drive in the draft a bit different in this update from what I can tell. We're getting a lot of separation between these cars. See back here a little bit of a battle here right in front of Timothy Hunter. That's Craig and Bernhardt, right around Timothy Hunter. A little bit of a battle here, but everybody hanging on to it. 5 on the board already tonight. Everybody fighting their way through. Up in front, however, is going to be Ryan leading the way. AJ Burton still in second. AJ Burton, Graham, Todd, all in the top 5. J-Lo just outside the top 5. Looks like Jeff Murray there makes the move to the bottom. He'll pick up P7 over James Kennedy. James Kennedy dropping back. We'll hop on board with James here. But Kennedy a little bit off here early in the going here. Actually going to turn the car sound down a bit for you guys. It's a little overpowering here. But continuing to lead right now, and everybody hanging on. And what a night so far as we fight through here at Auto Club Speedway right now. Riding on board at the moment. What a night it has been here. So everybody continues to run here at Auto Club Speedway right now. Ryan out in front of the field. Continues to lead. Behind him, we've had some good battling so far. But at the moment, Ryan hanging on. We're on board with James Kennedy right there with J-Lo. J-Lo up the racetrack. And Kennedy does a good job hopping underneath. And J-Lo will drop back. Kennedy up to 6th. Now going for 5th. So James Kennedy working his way through the field early on. 8 laps complete here at Auto Club Speedway tonight. 8 complete here this evening. Nine out of 90 complete. So 9 out of 90 in the books. They continue to run right now. And right now, what a night it has been here. As Ryan out in front. Ryan Bowles continues to lead. AJ Burton 2nd. Graham 3rd. David 4th. Kennedy 5th. 10 laps complete. Jeff 6th. J-Lo 7th. Dan in 8th. Down the back straightaway, 10 of 90 in the books. 3 wide here down the back straightaway possible. Nope, they're going to figure it out. But Dan's going to drop back. David will take 8th. David to 8th here behind him. Here comes Bernhardt. And everybody fighting it through. 11 laps of 90 complete. Ryan still leads here at Auto Club Speedway. Right now, gap 7/10 of a second. I tell you what, AJ Burton starting to close in on your race leader here as they work their way down the back straightaway. Nicely done, AJ. Starting to close in here little by little. Again, you see the gap from the Goodyear view here, and that is the gap as they cross the start-finish line. So the race lead starting to heat up here a little bit. Just a little as it starts to warm up here up front. As we continue to run 12 of 90 complete here. Jeff in 6th. So Jeff right here in P6 in that number 5 machine. J-Lo in 7th. David in 8th. Everybody spread out. 13 of 90 complete. Bernhardt in 9th. Dan in 10th. 13 of 90 laps complete. Graham right there in 3rd. Ryan in the race lead at the moment. AJ Burton hanging on in 2nd. 13 laps complete of the 90 scheduled here tonight. Now to the lap times. They are starting to drop off little by little. And as a result, we're going to start seeing a little slower laps. And not only that, it's the tires that's causing that. Let's go on board with the race leader. He's got the best air on the racetrack. But watch his throttle trace here. Watch the RPMs and listen to him as he's going to start to kind of back off. I think the tires are about worn all out on that machine. He's definitely lifting a little bit there. Yeah, you hear him getting loose there actually. Off of turn number 4. So tires starting to go away here early. 15 laps completed Auto Club. And tires going away here for these Indy cars. He's got a second lead over AJ Burton. They're in 2nd. AJ still in the line. Graham in 3rd. David in 4th. But everybody's starting to lift, trying to take care of the tires here early on at Auto Club Speedway for the U.S. IndyCar League. And you see everybody continuing to run here at Auto Club right now. And everybody kind of spread out. One car to pit road. You see him into the tire barrier. We got problems on the apron. Who was that? There's a car down there in the grass. Mardona's, I believe. And yes, it was. And we'll take a look at what happened here. He had an issue coming to pit road. One more look at it. Big mess. No caution, but the car gets loose. Oh, he got loose, come down and just clipped that barrier. And look at that car flip and tumble, ripping the tire off of it. Unfortunately for him, no caution because he did flip it over in the grass. So we're still green on the racetrack. But already an incident here on out of turn 4. 17 of 90 complete. As everybody works their way down the front straightaway once again. And right now, gap up front, 1.3. That's the gap between Ryan and AJ. 1.3 seconds, Ryan and AJ up front. AJ trying to close in on Ryan. It is 19 laps on the board this time by. So it's 19 complete of the 90. AJ 2nd, Graham 3rd, David 4th. That's the way they run right now. James Kennedy in 5th. J-Lo in 6th. Everybody hanging on 19 of 90 complete. $19 of $90 in the books. As Ryan continues to lead right now. Plenty of 90 on the board, 70 to go here at Auto Club Speedway. Ryan out front, Graham, David, James Kennedy. Everybody single file at the moment, and behind them side by side. Jeff up there on the top lane in that green and red machine. He's going to have J-Lo right there behind him. Already 20 on the board, guys. Lap time's falling off around a half a second, something like that, from what I'm seeing here. One incident, and we had no yellow for that incident, but we did have a car get into trouble. Everybody keeping it nice and mean and green right now. $21 of $90 on the board here tonight, or this morning, excuse me, at Auto Club Speedway. Again, U.S. IndyCar League official, Extreme Sim TV, the official home for U.S. IndyCar League. For the stickquik U.S. IndyCar League here this season as we continue to run 22 and 90 on the board, folks. And don't forget, guys, is your wife or girlfriend nagging you about being unorganized? I know I get it all the time. Well, if that's the case, head over to stickquik.com and they got the perfect solution for you. You need something to stick something on the wall? Go to stickquik. They got you. Basically, they're little hangers. You can organize your room, your man cave, your stream racing equipment very well and get that nagging old lady to stop yelling at you for being unorganized. Again, go check out stickquik.com. And I may or may not be getting ready to get smacked, but you know, ad placement. Anyway, as we continue. Thank God she had her earbuds in. Got away with that one. The Graham right there in third. 24 of 90 complete here tonight. Ryan out in front leading the way. Alright, as we continue, 24 of 90 complete. Graham in third. David in fourth. Jeff in fifth. J-Lo in sixth. Bernhardt seventh. James Kennedy in eighth. The 25 of 90 complete. So 25 of 90 in the books. Ryan out in front right now, continuing to lead. AJ Burton right there in second. Graham in third. Fourth, David, Jeff Murray, and J-Lo in the top six. 26 of these 90 laps complete here. Closing in on 60 to go here at Auto Club. Taking a look at J-Lo right there behind Jeff. 26 of 90 complete. The 26 of 90 complete. Let's take a look at the move. J-Lo to the bottom. And nice move. And get around Mr. Jeff. David sitting there in fourth right now. And I'll tell you what, battle right here between David and Graham, last week's winner. Graham in the 101 machine sitting right there in third. He's about 3.1 seconds off your race lead. But nice job sitting right there in third inside the top three. Ryan Bowles continues to lead. We're headed out here at Auto Club Speedway over the first 27 laps. No real big issue. We should be looking at cars coming to pit road here before much longer here tonight, folks. Keep that in mind. So we'll be looking for cars to start coming down pit road, taking 4 fresh tires. Matter of fact, Todd, one of the ones that just came off of pit road, they're in the 3 machine. 4 fresh tires and fuel for him. Keep that in mind here tonight. Already off of pit road is that number 3 machine. Ryan up in front. 29 on the board of 90 this time by. The 29 laps complete here at Auto Club Speedway. Ryan continues to lead. And let's hop on board. Let's check out through the corner here. He has slowed down quite a bit. From what I'm able to see here, he's definitely lifting. Can't really tell if he's grabbing the brake at all, but I think he may be lifting in parts a little bit. Not all the way out of the throttle, but definitely kind of letting it breathe. Keep that car down on the bottom. 30 on the board of 30 of 90 complete. And you see AJ there in second. You see that gap of 1.4 seconds. Then behind him, we're going to have Graham as well. Working their way down the back straightaway once again. Now, my question is, How long can they run on these tires? As you see, looking off the back bumper or the back wing of AJ here. Down the front straightaway, 30 on the board this time by. It's been a green flag most of the night here. So my question is here, how long are these guys up front going to stay out before they pit? Because we got J-Lo on pit road here. J-Lo coming off pit road here. A couple more coming off pit road as well. Ryan, and there is the caution. Yellow out on the racetrack. We're going to try to get a number here. Find out what happened. And there it is. We got a car around front straight away in the grass. It was a red and black machine. Was Jeff involved here? Jeff, all kinds of damage. What exactly happened? Yeah, no, he already had damage. And ooh, a car missing pit road. We've seen it earlier on in the night. I'm going to try to get a camera on the car that missed pit road. Hard thing about IndyCar, it's really hard to tell what number it is, where the number placement is. Makes my job a bit harder, but we'll figure out exactly who it was. I knew it was a red and black machine. I don't think it was Graham. It wasn't Graham. One more look here. That machine at the 14th round on pit road. So we will go ahead and go back live here, as we do have cars on pit road. 33 laps complete. First yellow of the night here. The 33 laps complete here. And let's see if we can grab somebody on Discord, folks. I'll be right back with you. We're going to hop and grab. Alright, back here with you. Let's see if we can grab somebody to interview here on Discord. David's sitting there in second. Let's grab David down here. Hey, David, Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. You're running P2 right now. We just had a big, long run to open up this race. How much did the car change over the run, and what's the difference now with the new build of the IndyCar on these long runs?
Car's changing pretty good. It's starting to come in a little bit. As far as with the new tire build, it takes a couple laps for these tires to come in. So in the beginning of the run, you really want to watch what you're doing, or you're going to end up pushing right up in that wall.
Alrighty, man. Of course, the new damage model there as well will make you pay for it if that does happen. But,
Yes.
but man, you're getting ready to come back to green. I'm going to let you know. Best of luck to you going forward, David.
Thank you very much.
Alright, cars getting ready to come down to go back green. I'm talking to David there in the 07 running second here. As we get ready to go, field will come through 3 and 4. It'll be a single file restart here tonight. Getting ready to go once again. Field coming off down into turns 3 and 4 here. Come over here to the start finish line as you'll see the field coming at you here in just a moment. Coming to green here tonight at Auto Club Speedway. 35 on the board. Pace car down pit road. Here comes the field out of turn 4. Put it out once again. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Back underway. The field will roll by. There we go. Everybody back up to speed here at Auto Club. Into turn number 1. Looks like David up the racetrack here. He's going to let a car go by there. That's Ryan getting back under him. Picking the spot back up. 35 of 90 complete. Bernhardt back here in 5th. Dan in 6th. Mike West in 7th right now. Mike West in that number 6 machine as they work their way into 3 and 4. Continuing pretty good racing early on here tonight at Auto Club. 35 of 90 complete. Up in front, Graham still in 2nd. Last week's winner. Trying to work his way through the field. Side by side behind him. James Kennedy, Timothy Huffner, and Howard Livingston back here in a nice little battle. Around that 8th, 9th, 10th position. Again, folks, just shy of halfway here tonight. 45 would be halfway here this evening, working lap 36. Well, races went by pretty quick here early. Some cars side by side right there as they work their way into 1 and 2. Mike West right here on the bottom in that number 6 machine. Howard Livingston right there in 10th. Jeff Murray in 11th. The field back up to speed once again here at Auto Club Speedway. What a race it has been so far tonight. And Mike West right there, right in the mix of this battle. He's going to be on the outside of Howard. I think the way that's going to pan out. The 13 machine of Howard Livingston right there. AJ up front. He's got a nice lead. Not much going on there. But back here in the back here, the racing's hot and heavy. Mike West having to lift off the throttle now. 3 wide down the back straightaway here at Auto Club. Plenty of room to do that as long as you take care of the car. You see everybody side by side right there. They'll figure it out through 3 and 4. Meanwhile, up front, David right here running 3rd in the 07. The front few cars all spread out evenly. In the 1 and 2, you see the gap. They're pretty even from 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So those guys spread out evenly here. But back in the pack, that racing continues to be some of the best on the racetrack. See back here in the pack a little ways. 40 on the board this time. On the board here down the front straightaway once again. Car's going to suck up to one another. Big move coming. That's Todd. Big move to the bottom. They'll go 3. He may pick up 2 spots here off end on 1. Big move for 14th for Todd. Getting under, I believe that's J-Lo dropping back there. Good job for that number 3 of Todd. Picking up a spot. You see Graham is still up front. James Kennedy right there in the 75 in the mix as well as Timothy right back there also. Everybody continuing to run here tonight. From Auto Club Speedway, 41 of the 90 complete. Down the back straightaway, everybody hanging on. Ryan right there in 8th. Howard in 9th. Ryan dropping back. Here comes Howard to the inside. And 3 wide through the middle. It's going to work it out. One car was way high there. Timothy. These guys racing all over the place back here. Around 8th, 9th, 10th positions. We got cars high, cars low, cars going through the middle. Cars all but sideways right here in this mix. Howard there in 7th. 42 of 90 complete. Ryan right there in the 25 machine. 42 of 90 laps complete here this morning. We're hanging on 43 of 90 complete. As right now, Ryan sitting in 7th at the moment. 44 of 90 complete. Howard there in 2nd and 8th. David 9th. Here is Todd. My hand on 44.90 in the books right now. AJ up in front. So the AJ up front right now. Burton, Graham, David, Bernhardt. Your top 4 here with 50 on the board this time by. Or excuse me, 45 on the board this time by. Let's go crank it up here. From Auto Club, a Speedway here tonight, the first crank it up of the evening, and we will be right back with you here on Extreme Sim TV's coverage in just a moment from Auto Club Speedway. And as we ride on board, yellow is out around the racetrack. We'll try to figure out what happened to bring this yellow out. Nevertheless, caution on the racetrack for the 2nd time tonight. Trying to figure out where the problem was. We have a yellow once again. And it looks like it was Jeff possibly bringing the come on around the pace or racetrack, letting these guys know, hey, slow down, we got a problem. And you see it right there up into the outside wall, slides back across, and that will be a yellow flag, 2nd one of the night. Jeff, they're having an issue in the number 5, brings the yellow out, and what does everybody do on this set of stops? 48 of 90 on the board. Do you bring the car down here? You're just past halfway. Or do you wait? Cars on pit road. Going, and nice and easy does it. Here we go. Most everyone down. One car of David staying out right now. There'll be 4 fresh tires on the 15 of AJ here. 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles on the ISG Engineering Enterprises machine. David electing to stay out. Interesting decision there by David. Keep that car out, that Marlboro machine out there on the racetrack. As we're just 49 complete here tonight of the 90. Still pretty good little ways to go. But he did elect to stay out in that Mobile 1 Marlboro machine. The lights on the iRacing pace car right now. Still flashing here. 49 of the 90 complete this evening. For this morning here for the U.S. IndyCar League round number 2 at Auto Club Speedway. So round number 2 here is 50 will go on the board this time by. $50 of 90 laps complete on the board this time by. And the lights are off. You see David and AJ up front. We'll get ready to go back green flag racing this time by David and AJ getting ready to bring them to green once again. So as the field gets ready to come back down, 22 minutes of racing roughly remaining here for the U.S. IndyCar League here on Extreme Sim TV. And as we get ready to go, Ryan Boyles starting back there in the 5th, now 6th. He has led the most laps here tonight with 32. AJ Burton there led 15. Now David has led 2. So can Ryan work his way back through the field to get back to the race lead here after this restart? We will wait to see. That'll be the question. Can Ryan get back up front? As they head out of turn number 4. Let's hop on board here with Ryan. As they get ready to go back to green here. He's going to try to get his way back up through the pack. He's going to restart in first gear. You got to be careful coming up to speed here. Green flag in the air right now. Green back in the air. You got to be careful not to spin those tires. Back up to speed once again. Ryan will try to work his way back forward. David out front. 17 lap old tires. Let's see how much that matters here. 17 lap old tires there for David. Can he hold on? Cars right there behind him. It's going to be AJ. AJ all over the back of him already. Down the back straightaway. AJ to the bottom. And I have a feeling we're about to have a new race leader. AJ Burton up in front. Yes, indeed. Fresh tires will win that time. He'll pull away. Behind him, David and Graham. David actually into the outside wall. David off the pace down the front straightaway. Cars will cycle through to the bottom. Everybody doing a really good job just get away from him there and not cause a bigger incident than it would. That could have been huge at the front of the pack. David dropping back here. AJ takes over. Graham to second. Graham to second here. One car that's kind of in trouble here is Ryan. He didn't have the best restart, now trying to work his way back through the pack. After so far leading the most laps tonight, Ryan right now in 8th. Yellow is out off of turn 4. We got people in the grass back here. What happened? Wait a minute. We got Craig back here in trouble. Let's go take a look at it. As they come off of turn 4, just a little bit of contact. Craig and the 14, and oof. Both cars around. Caution is out. That right side, or the side skirt ripped off of that car. So Craig back around here. 3rd yellow of the night. And we'll hop on board here. Let's go back a little ways here. This was the last time by. You see the lap here leading up to this. He was kind of just dropping back. And on board with him, he's on that high lane, just kind of running the top side. And they're going to head off into turns 3 and 4 this time. And we'll take a look at what happened. And gets a big run. Just didn't have the room. Wow. And there you have it. Around he goes. Caution is out. Completely broke that race car. And that brings the yellow out here at lap 54 of 90. And another car that didn't have the best restart or run, the 25 of Ryan, didn't have the best restart that time. He's dropped back to 8th here behind Howard Livingston. 55 of 90 here. Complete at Auto Club Speedway tonight. The car single file down the back straightaway. Single file right now, 55 of 90 on the board. We'll get ready to go back to green flag racing here in just a moment. And let's see. Dan out in front right now. See what we got up here to talk to. Let's grab Mr. Dan. Hey Dan, buddy, Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah.
Alrighty, man, you're out front leading the way right now. 55 completed the 90. What's your plan to keep that car up front, bud?
Keeping it off the wall. That's the biggest thing. I'm just trying to keep it on the track here. We didn't go that many laps on the last stop, so I figured I might as well get an extra point here.
Well, man, I tell you what, turn 4 seems to be the issue here tonight for most guys. Turn 1 and 2, not so bad, but turn 4 will reach out and bite you in a hurry.
Yeah, and you got to be aware of what you're doing with your weight jackers too. It's different on both ends of the track, and you're constantly changing your weight jackers. Track is starting to rubber in a little bit, so you got to be aware of that too. It's a pretty interesting race. They came up with a great setup for this. It really makes it competitive, and it's going to be interesting to see how things wind up.
All right, man. Well, I know you're coming to green this time, Bob. I'm going to let you go. Best of luck to you on the restart.
Thanks, man. Good job.
Alrighty. 56 of 90 on the board this time, by. Let's see how we do this on the restart here. Can Dan make it work? He's got James Kennedy right there behind him on the restart once again. Field will come through 3 and 4 this time. We'll get them back underway out of turn number 4. Pace car lights are off. Here we go. Pace car lights off on the pace truck. Coming to green this time, by. Here we go. Green flag going to be in the air, and we will see. Can Dan hold on? Green in the air. Everybody up to speed. 57 on the board. Crossing the start finish line right now. The whole field off into 1 and 2. Here we go. Dan out front. He jumps out a bit of a lead. James Kennedy right there in second. Ryan back up to third. Ryan again. Most laps led so far tonight. Dan under fire on the bottom lane. Here comes Ryan. 3 wide to the bottom. Ryan back up front. Great move by Ryan. Puts that 25 machine back to the front of the field. James Kennedy to second. Kennedy goes high. Ryan goes low. They're going to split Dan. They'll put him up front. Down the front straight away. Now battle for the race lead. Top side. James Kennedy making the move. Trying to get around Ryan. Ryan on the bottom. Kennedy, he's going to hold the momentum on the top side. Can he make the pass here? Ryan, James Kennedy, side by side down the front now. Or down the back, excuse me. Still maintaining side by side. Opening up the gap as well. $9.59 of 90 on the board. With one is going to be 60 on the board this time, by. Still side by side for the race lead. James and Ryan, you're to front two. $60 on the board this time, by. As we work through. 60 on the board up front. James Kennedy leads. Up in front, it's going to be James Kennedy leading. 60 and 90 complete. Everybody runs 60 of 90 laps in the books. Dan, AJ, David, Graham back here as well. Folks, we're going to go crank it up one more time tonight with 30 to go here from Auto Club Speedway. All right, as we run right now, James Kennedy out front in that number 75 machine. Dan there in second. James opening up the gap here and doing a great job. Dan is second. AJ in third. That's the way they run right now. And right now, everybody hanging on. And one car noticeably absent. That's going to be Ryan. Ryan absent from the front. As we continue to run right now, and you take a look at Ryan back there in fifth. He's dropping back there in that 25 machine. Now back to sixth. Graham going to get under him. Just falling back there is Ryan in that number 25 machine. Coming up to 66 laps complete. $66 of 90 on the board. AJ Burton sitting in third. David fourth. Ryan fifth. Graham in sixth. That's the way they run here. 67 of 90 complete. This time by, you see sparks flying off of Graham here as that car bottoms out just a little bit going into the corner. The car definitely hitting the racetrack, but up front, James Kennedy leads in the 75 with Dan now underneath of him. Dan, new race leader here at Auto Club. Great racing up front. Give it to Dan up at the front of the pack this time by. Cars back here battling. Mike West on the top side. Todd there in 11th. 67 of 90 complete here tonight. Still great racing here at Auto Club Speedway. Up front, Dan leads. AJ Burton in second. 68 on the board here from Auto Club right now. AJ Burton trying to close the gap. David trying to close in from third. Graham right there in fourth. Ryan fifth. Bernhardt sixth. $69 of 90 complete this time by here at Auto Club Speedway. Dan continuing to lead. 69 and 90 complete. Dan out in front. AJ Burton in second. David third. Graham fourth. Ryan fifth. That's your top five up front right now. As we're getting ready to see 20 laps to go here in round number 2 of the Stick Quick US IndyCar League here on Extreme Sim TV. $70 of 90 laps complete here tonight as Dan leads AJ in second. Big move right there. That's Ryan under fire from Bernhardt. Bernhardt to the bottom. Bernhardt picking up fifth now from Ryan. Ryan dropping back. Ryan led 34 laps tonight, but here in the closing stages seems to be in a bit of trouble. With 20 to go at Auto Club, Ryan falling back here. Bernhardt underneath of him there in the 37 machine. Bernhardt, great job to the inside. $20 laps complete, 20 to go. Left to complete here tonight. 20 laps to complete this time by. Everybody fighting their way through here. Up near the front, give it to Mr. Dan leading the way. Right now, just 19 laps for him left for him to go away from victory, but AJ closing in from behind. That's your battle at the front of the field right now. $18 laps to go. This time by. 18 to go here at Auto Club at Speedway. Dan leads the way right now. 17 to go at the stripe. Dan out front. AJ Burton second. David third. Graham fourth. Bernhardt fifth. Howard Livingston sixth. So 17 laps to go. Can Dan hold on in front of AJ for the next 17 laps to get the win here tonight at Auto Club? As we fight through 17 laps to go. So with just 17 to go, now 16 this time by. As you take a look right now, everybody hanging on out in front is going to be Dan, AJ, David. Your top three up front right now, smoke behind them, but we're all clear. These cars continue to run here with 16 laps to go. Coming to 15 this time by. Dan trying to hang on. David back there in third. Graham in fourth. Howard Livingston fifth. Ryan in sixth. 15. 14 to go this time by. Bernhardt back here in seventh. Timothy Huffner in eighth. Mike West back there in ninth. Pretty spread out throughout the pack here. With just 15 to go at Auto Club Speedway. Dan hanging on, trying to grab the win here in round number 2. But look at David marching his way from third here. 4/10 of a second off of second place of AJ Burton. David trying to close in, if he can, to the back bumper of AJ. Doing a great job here looking on the back bumper of AJ right now down the back straightaway. These cars continue to run. 13 to go this time by. David in third. Looking out in front. That's the distance to him to AJ Burton. laps to go here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. Dan out in front leads the way here on board. You see the gap right now. The P2 of AJ Burton. David back here in third. Graham back there behind him, not looking like he's going to make it 2 in a row here tonight with just 12 laps to go. He would have to make up some ground here to make that happen. Closing up right now is David to the back of AJ. AJ Burton holding on to second for now. It looks like David's car getting a little bit tight there off of turn 2. Had to jump out of the throttle. 11 to go at Auto Club Speedway here this morning. And Dan leads in that number 52 machine. 11 laps to go. Give it to Dan out front. Just 11 to go on the strut. $11 laps to go at Auto Club for Dan out front. AJ Burton trying to close in. AJ Burton sitting in second. David in third. David now closing down on the back of AJ right now. Battle for second heating up. But out front, Dan is scooting, boogieing away just a little bit. 31 laps in this stint. Now, assuming that he's got enough fuel to make it, which he should, I do believe, have enough fuel in that tank. Well, that'd be 42. It's going to be tight for Dan out front. Everybody else behind him would have to run 36. And now the question becomes, how much fuel does this IndyCar hold? Does it have enough to make it all the way for the next 10 laps or 20 miles worth of fuel? 20 miles from the end of this thing here tonight with 9 laps to go. Dan out in front. Dan the man holding on with Mr. AJ Burton in tow. Then you've got David Graham back here in fourth. Howard Livingston back here in fifth. Sixth right now, Ryan. Ryan has led the most laps here tonight, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to capitalize with a victory. Bernhardt in seventh. Timothy Huffner in eighth. Timothy Huffner right here in P8 at the moment. 8 to go here at Auto Club Speedway. AJ Burton leads. As we fight through here, 7 laps to go. AJ Burton leads the way. David in second. So 7 laps to go here tonight from Auto Club Speedway. AJ holding on. David closing in now. David sideways and around. Hang on to it, buddy. Chase it down. Great save, maybe. Oh, inside wall. Oh, I thought he had that car saved, but David around into the inside wall. That's going to put the end of the night of that Oreo machine. And that is going to be it. He's going to be missing some tires here. But that's going to put the end of his night now. That's going to give Graham a P2. Ryan back there as well. Cars on pit road. Dan had to come down for pit road here, the race leader. So the new race leader is AJ Burton. So right there at the same time, we had a car around, race leader on pit road, and AJ Burton taking over. So Dan did not have enough fuel to make it all the way. Now does anybody else. Now AJ Burton coming through. He's going to see 5 laps to go. He's got to make 5 more laps of fuel. Now does AJ have to come down pit road? What about Graham sitting there behind him? Who is going to make it here? Is anybody going to make it on fuel? 4 to go this time by. AJ Burton leads. Burton doing a great job. He'll hang on off of third 4. And again, another fuel mileage race here in the IndyCars. For the U.S. IndyCar League right now in second, Graham Howard Livingston. in third, 4 laps to go. 8 miles away for AJ. He's got to put 8 miles worth of fuel through this IndyCar here. Closing in on the finish. 3 laps to go this time by. AJ trying to get the second win of the year. Graham looking for 2 in a row. He's sitting right there in second, ready to strike. 3 to go this time by. Three laps to go. Graham P2. AJ up in front. Coming to 2 laps to go. Cars are looking at fuel, possibly 2 laps to go here. All he needs is 2 more laps of fuel. 2 to go this time by. Graham, he's going to be 2 seconds back. He's not close enough to do anything. Cars on pit road, including Ryan. Ryan, fresh tires and fuel. 2 laps to go for your race leader of AJ Burton. AJ down the back straightaway right now, coming through 3 and 4. He'll see the white flag this time by. AJ out of turn number 4. 1 lap to go for AJ Burton out front. 2 miles, that's all that separates him from victory lane here tonight. Into 1 and 2. Fuel mileage came into play at the very end. Now he just needs a mile's worth of fuel as he heads down the back straightaway. Nice and easy does it. AJ into turn number 3. Looking for the start-finish line out of turn 4. Here he comes. Coming to the start-finish. AJ Burton gets it done here tonight. Had enough fuel to make it. AJ gets the win here at Auto Club Speedway in the U.S. IndyCar League. Graham comes home second. And Howard Livingston in third. So give it to AJ Burton. Great win for AJ here tonight. Wow, what a night. Checkered flag will fly. Oh man, what a night that was. And let's grab P3 Howard down here. Hey Howard, buddy, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy?
Okay, bud, I'll get to the finish line here. Give me a second. I'm with you whenever you want.
Hey man, what a race that was, man. What a great race, really. I tell you what, you guys had your hands full with those cars out there tonight.
Yeah, I tell you what. Again, congrats to AJ and Graham. Yeah, this was a tricky car to drive. It's a new tire model, and I was just happy to finish because I started out in the pits last. So just to get up on the podium was I'm very happy with today.
Well, you did a great job. You finished on the podium, and like you said, the new build, everything that went into this race, a lot of things for y'all to figure out in a hurry, but you did a pretty good job of getting it figured out throughout the night.
I have to say, what was interesting too, the track just kept changing, so that's a good thing. It makes you kind of stay on top of it. So, and these guys are such good drivers. It's just an honor to run with them.
Well, man, great podium finish here, Howard. Great job, my man.
Thanks so much.
Alrighty, buddy. Alrighty, we'll get Mr. Graham down here. AJ is not here yet. Let's see who else we got here we can talk to. Well, while we're filling time, let's get David down here. Hey, David, bud, Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. We was putting up a fight trying to get to the race lead. Spun that machine out. got into the inside wall there. But overall, great night for you as well. Great race overall.
I got a little greedy there at the end and thought I could make something happen, and I just spun myself out.
Well, man, you was putting up a heck of a fight before that happened, buddy.
Well, doing my best, nothing more you can do.
All righty, buddy. Well, 10-4, David, and good luck next week, my man.
Thank you very much, Matt, and again, thanks to stickquik for being on board, and thanks to you guys for broadcasting these races.
All righty, man. Well, great job, David. We'll see you next week, my man. A little bit better luck, hopefully.
Sure, we'll give it a shot.
All right, let's get Graham down here, finishing second here tonight. Hey, Graham, buddy, it's Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, how you going?
I'm doing all right, buddy. Well, P2 here tonight. Not quite the win you wanted, but still, nevertheless, a good finish, good run for you as well.
Yeah, look, no, it was good. I'm just happy to finish the race and finish on the podium. It's always a plus, and it keeps us up there. And, it was a tough gig. The aero push was real. The car was tight. You really had to run a loose car in traffic. And, I just scraped the wall back there and like 10 to go, I think it was. And yeah, I dropped back a bit. But no, good race. Good win to AJ and Howard for his comeback and coming into third place.
Well, man, you did a great job out there building up momentum. Of course, win last week, second this week. Go off the next week and try to pick up another one.
Yeah, definitely. That's all we can do. Head down, backside up, and hope we come up with a good setup. And car's good and the track's favourable to us.
Alrighty, man. Well, good job here tonight, coming home second. Anybody like to thank?
Man, yeah, stickquik for again coming on board, and the guys who keep this league going week in, week out. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, for buddy. Well, again, great job. Congratulations, coming home second here tonight. Alrighty, folks, that's going to about do it here. Thank you to stickquik for coming on board here. We'll be back here next week. Congratulations to AJ, unfortunately not in Discord here this week, but congratulations to him. And we will see you right back here next Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on Extreme Sim TV for the U.S. IndyCar League. Till then, everyone stay safe. God bless. Have a great one.